So here is the quiet truth they don't tell you. A fake person doesn't fear your anger. They fear your silence. When you stop performing, they stop pretending. And that is the only goodbye you will ever need. Fake people are not liars you need to catch. They are emotional parasites who need your reaction to survive. Once you see this, you stop feeling hurt and start feeling free. Stop trusting your gut about fake people. Your gut is lying to you. You know the feeling. Someone smiles at you, says all the right things, laughs at your jokes, remembers your birthday. Then, behind your back, they change. Or worse, they slowly drain you. You give and give. They take and take. And when you finally feel tired, you blame yourself. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I expect too much. Maybe I am the problem. In the next few minutes, I will give you one question, not 10 signs, not a checklist. One question you ask yourself in silence, alone, when no one is watching. That question will cut through every fake person like a knife through smoke. No more guessing, no more second guessing, no more lying awake at night replaying conversations. You will not become cold or suspicious. You will become clear. And clarity is the one thing fake people cannot stand. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Have you ever noticed how fake people never leave you alone, even after you catch them lying? Even after they hurt you, they always come back. Not because they love you, not because they changed, but because you still react. Even your anger is a reaction. Even your silence, if it is angry silence, is still a reaction. They feed on any emotion that has your name on it. Think about the last time someone used you. A friend who only calls when they need money or a ride or a place to stay. A coworker who praises you to your face and competes with you in secret, spreading small doubts about your work. A partner who makes you prove your worth every single week, asking, "Do you really love me?" while never showing love back. You tried everything. You tried spotting the signs. Fake smile. Too much flattery too fast. Broken promises. Stories that never line up. But here is the problem. You are using logic to catch an emotional hunter. And logic does not work against someone who does not care about the truth. What if I told you that fake people are not confused? They are not bad at being real. They are actually very good at one thing. Making you feel like the problem is you. Making you feel like if you just explained yourself better, they would finally understand. There is a psychological fact most people do not know. Fake people do not have a lying problem. They have a reaction addiction. Research in social psychology and behavioral economics shows that manipulative personalities experience a small release of dopamine when they see you confused. Your confusion proves they have power. Your frustration proves they matter. Your tears prove they exist. So they do not need to be honest. They need you to keep guessing. They need you to stay in the game. Because as long as you are trying to figure them out, they are winning. Imagine you have a friend named Sarah. You met Sarah at work 2 years ago. She seemed warm, funny, a little needy, but in a charming way. Sarah always cancels last minute. But she has beautiful excuses. Family emergency. Migraine. My phone died and I could not text you. My therapist said I need to rest today. You feel bad for her. You give her another chance, then another. You adjust your schedule for her. You forgive her every time. One day you feel tired. Not angry, just tired. She cancels again. This time you do not ask why. You do not say, "I understand." You just say, "Okay, let me know when you are free." Sarah gets quiet. Then her voice changes. She says, "Wow, I did not expect that from you." Then she tells other people, "You are cold. You are selfish. You never really cared." Why? Not because you did anything wrong. Because you stopped reacting. You took away her reward. You became a mirror instead of a stage. This is not about Sarah. This is about you. Every time you explain yourself to a fake person, you hand them the rope to hang you with. Every time you say, "I forgive you," before they even apologize, you teach them that your time has no value. The one question I promised you starts right here. But you have to be brave enough to ask it in the moment. Not later. Not after you have been hurt. Right when something feels off. Here is what fake people cannot handle. 3 simple things. 1. Your calm silence. Not angry silence. Not cold silence. Just quiet. The kind of quiet that says, "I am not in a hurry to fix this." 2. Your lack of explanation. When you stop saying, "The reason I feel hurt is," they have nothing to argue with. You cannot argue with a person who is not defending themselves. 3. Your refusal to perform emotions for them. Fake people need you to be happy, sad, guilty, or grateful on command. When you stop performing, they lose their script. The one question is not, "Are they lying?" That question keeps you trapped. Because even if they are lying, you will spend weeks trying to prove it. You will check their social media. You will ask mutual friends. You will replay conversations at 2 a.m. No. The one question is deeper. It is quieter. It is this. Do I have to explain my basic worth to this person? Pause here. Read that again slowly. If you have to explain that you deserve respect, they are not confused. They are pretending to be confused. Let me give you an example. You tell a friend, "It hurts me when you only call me when you need something." A real friend says, "I am sorry, I did not see that. Let me do better." A fake friend says, "You are too sensitive. I am just busy. Why are you keeping score?" Do you see the difference? The fake person makes you defend the obvious. The fake person makes you prove that water is wet. Carl Jung once said that what you resist not only persists, but grows. Fake people grow stronger every time you resist their game by arguing with them. The only way to win is to stop playing. And you stop playing by refusing to explain your basic worth. But that question works for friends and co-workers. What about someone closer, a family member, a partner, a parent, someone you have known for 10 years, someone you love? That is harder, isn't it? Because with a stranger you can walk away easily. With someone close, you tell yourself, maybe they are just going through something. Maybe I am being unfair. That brings us to the best point, the one that changes everything, the one that works even when your heart is involved. Ask yourself this instead, sit with it, breathe, then answer honestly. Would I ever treat someone the way they treat me? That is the master question. Not, are they fake? But, could I be this fake to another human being? Because here is the truth. Most fake people are not evil. They are not plotting against you. They are weak. They lack the courage to say, "I don't value you enough to change." So they stay. They use. They drain. And they call it friendship. Friedrich Nietzsche wrote about the herd mentality. Fake people run in herds. They need witnesses. They need an audience. They need your eyes on them so they feel real. When you walk away without anger, without a speech, without a dramatic exit, you become invisible to them. And invisibility is their worst nightmare. Research in social psychology confirms this. People with low self-esteem and high manipulative traits actually prefer conflict over silence. Because conflict is still attention. Silence is nothing, and nothing terrifies them. You are probably thinking right now, but what if I am wrong? What if they are not fake? What if I lose a real friend because I asked the wrong question? Good. Hold that thought. Hold it tightly. Because that doubt is exactly what fake people use to keep you trapped. They know you are a good person. They know you do not want to hurt anyone, so they hide inside your kindness. We will answer that doubt in a few minutes. But first, let me show you something else. Here is a painful pattern. Good people attract fake people, not because good people are stupid, but because good people assume everyone else thinks like them. You think, I would never lie to a friend, so they would never lie to me. That is called the false consensus effect. It is a real cognitive bias studied in psychology. You assume others share your values, but they do not. Think about the last time someone promised you something important. I will be there for you. I will pay you back Friday. I love you and I will change. You believed them because you would never say those words lightly. Then Friday came and went. The change never happened, and you were left holding an empty promise, wondering what is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You just assumed they had your conscience. They do not. This is why the master question, would I ever treat someone this way, is so powerful. It removes your assumption. It forces you to see them as separate from you, not evil, just different. And different does not need to be hated. It only needs to be seen. Research from the field of behavioral psychology shows that human beings are terrible at detecting lies. A famous study by Dr. Paul Ekman found that even trained professionals, police officers, judges, therapists, are right only 54% of the time when spotting a liar. That is barely better than a coin flip. So stop trying to detect lies. You will exhaust yourself. Start detecting patterns. Patterns do not lie. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Fake people are outside events. You cannot control them. You cannot fix them. You cannot love them into honesty. You can only control whether you ask the question, and whether you trust the answer. Imagine a map, an old paper map, folded and worn. On this map, there are two roads. Road 1 is wide. Many people walk there. It is called, "Why are they doing this to me?" That road has no end. It loops forever. You will meet other confused people there. You will share stories. You will feel understood for a moment. Then you will wake up the next morning still hurt. Road 2 is narrow, overgrown. Few people walk there. It is called, "Do I have to explain my basic worth?" That road is straight, quiet, boring even. There are no dramatic conversations on this road, no big confrontations, no final speeches. But here is the secret. That road leads out of the forest. Most people stay on Road 1 because it feels familiar. The pain is old and comfortable. It is like a bad blanket you have had since childhood. Road 2 feels lonely at first. But lonely is not the same as lied to. Lonely means you have space. Lied to means you have chains. You remember the doubt I told you to hold. What if I am wrong about them? What if they are actually a good person? Here is the answer. And listen closely, because this is where most advice stops being useful. Even if you are wrong. Even if they are actually a good person having a bad month, or a difficult year, or a painful childhood. Asking, would I ever treat someone this way, does not hurt you. It only protects you. Because here is what a real person does when you pull back. A real person will not be offended by your silence. They will not attack you. They will not spread rumors. A real person will ask, "Are you okay? I noticed you seem different." A fake person will be offended by your silence. They will say, "Why are you being weird? Why are you so cold? You have changed." That difference is everything. That difference is the entire map. You do not need to prove they are fake. You just need to notice who asks about your heart and who attacks your boundaries. If this way of thinking feels useful to you, you are not alone. Most people spend years learning how to spot fake people. They watch videos, They read articles, they memorize red flags, but very few learn how to stay calm around them. Very few learn how to feel nothing when a fake person walks away. In my next video, I will show you the one sentence that ends every silent treatment. Without you apologizing. It is a simple phrase. 7 words. It respects your peace and theirs. And it works even when you are angry, even when you are sad, even when you still love them. If you want to feel that kind of quiet strength, join me there. You have already done the hard part today. You asked the question. You sat with the discomfort. Now let me show you what comes next. So here is where we end. Not with a list of red flags, not with anger, not with a call to block everyone who ever hurt you, but with a quiet permission slip, signed by you, for you. You are allowed to walk away from people who make you explain your worth. You do not owe them a speech. You do not owe them a second chance. You do not owe them one more conversation to clear the air. You owe yourself the one question. Would I ever treat someone the way they treat me? If the answer is no, do not hate them. Hate is still a reaction. Hate still feeds them. Just stop performing. Stop explaining. Stop defending. Stop hoping they will finally see your value. Fake people do not fear your anger. They fear your silence, and when you stop performing, they stop pretending. That is the only goodbye you will ever need.